1,000 law enforcement vehicles are expected to line up later today as people in Biloxi, Mississippi, pay tribute to a fallen police officer. Robert McKeithen was ambushed in the parking lot of the police station last week. A 19-year-old is accused of sneaking up on the officer and shooting him several times in the back. 4 others are charged with being an accessory to the murder. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with the Valley today. We're just getting started with our nonstop news and weather to the top of the hour to help you plan your Monday. New this morning, police are investigating a possible shooting in Mahnomen, Minnesota. The city's Facebook page indicates there was an incident around 8 last night along Monroe Avenue, which police responded to. One person was arrested and police say there's no threat to the public. Law enforcement asked people to stay away from the area last night as officers finished up their investigation. One viewer tells Valley News Live that he heard what he believed were gunshots right around that time. A dispatcher at the Mahnomen County Sheriff's Department would not confirm any arrests or injuries, but says there will be more information released after 8 this morning. Also new this morning, state troopers say alcohol was a factor in an early morning crash that left a Minnesota man fighting for his life. The State Patrol says the driver was on Highway 10 near Wadena when he left the road, hit an approach, and was thrown from his pickup. It happened right around 1:30 this morning. 30-year-old Timothy Hahn of Wadena was flown to St. Cloud for treatment. A Minnesota man is hurt after what officials say was a possible drowning near Detroit Lakes. The Becker County Sheriff's Office got a call yesterday morning about someone in trouble on Island Lake, which is about 20 miles northeast of DL. Deputies spotted a boat going in circles and someone in the water trying to grab onto it. When they got there, they found the man unresponsive in the water. Rescuers started CPR until an air ambulance arrived. 61-year-old Lyle Nelson of Sauk Center, Minnesota, was taken to Essentia in Fargo, but his condition is not known. 9 minutes before 7. Let's get a check of our Monday morning forecast with Lisa Green.
Good morning. We've got some gorgeous weather ahead of us today. Temperatures are on the rise. We're going to be seeing those numbers into the 70s. So finally 70-degree temperatures return. You can see we have some partly cloudy skies in the background of our hourly planner. And so we'll have those moments where it's a little bit more cloudy and then other times where we're enjoying a lot of sunshine. Wind out of the south into the teens with some gusts into the low 20s. And overall, just a pretty nice day for us to start off the work week. Temperatures this morning nowhere near those chilly numbers we were dealing with last week. We're into the 40s in most spots. It's 46 degrees in Fargo, 47 in Grand Forks, 46 in Jamestown, and over to the east Wadena, the one spot into the 30s right now. It's 39 degrees there. But the sun is up and we'll start to see those temperatures climbing here shortly. Wind coming in out of the south. We're looking at wind speeds at about 5 to 15 miles per hour. With a little bit of a gust there down in Sisseton to 24 miles per hour. And I can't rule that out throughout the valley as we head through the day today, especially as that sun starts warming things up for us. Visibility looks pretty good. We've got good reports coming in from just about every spot. Valley City, a slight lowering there. Most of us enjoying that sun. You can see there are some clouds working their way through the valley, but they're scattered. So it's not going to be full wall-to-wall overcast skies for you during the day today. The one spot where we may be dealing with that a little bit more is northeastern North Dakota, but these are moving to the south and east pretty quickly. You can see some showers associated with these clouds stretching from just west of us, starting to move into our western viewing area down to south and west of Bismarck, and this is all traveling southeastward. So right now it's our western viewing area that may end up with a few more of those showers. Here's a look at that hour by hour planner today. Again, warming up, 60s east, 70s along the Red River and west. Some cloud cover passing through from time to time. Overnight tonight, we might see an isolated shower, a thunder shower. We'll show you this here as we move through the hour by hour planner. You can see some spotty areas of rain. And tomorrow, back into the 70s. We stay in the 70s through the rest of the work week with some isolated spotty chances for rain. Greater threat for rain and thunderstorms comes Friday and into Saturday, and even Sunday might be a little bit on the soggy side. Let's check in now with Al.
Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, everyone. We're on Interstate 94, just approaching the Cheyenne Street construction zone. A lot of traffic out here this morning. Interstate 94 is really busy, and there's a fair amount of congestion right around the tri-level in almost any direction you're moving. So make sure that you're planning for that. Traffic on Interstate 29 is also quite busy this morning as well. Travel speeds continue pretty strong. I've been saying all morning long, 65 miles an hour seems to be the magic number, and that certainly does look to be it. A lot of traffic this morning on 12th Avenue North this morning as well. And I want to remind you of a couple of construction zones. We have a new one starting at 9 o'clock this morning. They're going to be shutting down the Horace Road, County Road 17, whatever you want to call it, at 76th Avenue at 9 o'clock. And that means it's going to be closed until mid-August. They're building a roundabout out there and in preparation for the new school. Then on the other end of the metro area, at Highway 336 and into Interstate 94 east of Moorhead, eastbound lane, you're going to lose lane of Interstate 94 for about a mile there at 336, so make sure that you're planning for that. Just pulling onto Cheyenne Street right now, and there's all kinds of traffic activity here this morning, as you would probably expect, because, of course, of the construction zone that's going on Cheyenne as well. Make sure you are driving carefully today and always. Al Ahmed, Valley Today Traffic.
New this morning, damage is estimated at $10,000 from a fire at a vacant mobile home in Grand Forks. Firefighters got the call around 10:30 last night and found smoke in the building in the 5200 block of 5th Avenue North. The fire marshal is looking for the cause. A Minnesota man is dead after being hit by a car on a Twin Cities highway. The State Patrol says the victim had pulled over on Highway 694 in the St. Paul suburb of Oakdale around 10:30 yesterday morning. He was out of his car and near it when a pickup driver swerved toward him and hit the vehicle. Troopers say the pickup continued along the shoulder of the road, then veered over to the left lane and hit a second car before swerving back to the right and then landing in the ditch. 46-year-old Daryl Bell of Minneapolis was killed. Troopers identify the driver who hit him as 70-year-old Thomas Solar of Stillwater. New this morning, it was quite a scare for 6 people in a car that rolled over early this morning in Otter Tail County. The driver told police he swerved to miss an animal on I-94 near Rothstay right around 2 this morning, then went off the road, hit a cable median, and rolled. All 6 people in the car were wearing seatbelts, and luckily no one was seriously injured. The state fire marshal has been called in to investigate a fire at a Hillsborough apartment building that killed 2 pets and sent 1 person to the hospital. It happened around 9:30 yesterday morning in the northwest part of town. Sheriff's officials say the 20-unit complex houses elderly and low-income people. 1 person was transported to a Fargo hospital with what the sheriff believes was a smoke inhalation-related injury. People are not being allowed back into the building for now. The sheriff says most people went to stay with family members. Some are staying in a nearby vacant apartment, and some got help with lodging from the Red Cross. In our consumer alert this morning, the U.S. State Department is warning Americans to be cautious and aware when traveling outside the U.S. this summer. There are 57 countries on the State Department's travel advisory list right now, and some are popular vacation destinations, included in the Level 2 category, which means to exercise increased caution, are the United Kingdom, France, Spain, and the Bahamas. It's estimated that more than 50% of people suffer from chronic allergies, and many of us may be feeling them right about now. The Valley Today's Abby Furchner joins us live this morning from FM Acupuncture with some details on how you can get some relief. Good morning, Abby.
Yeah, good morning, Lisa. Allergies really does affect so many people, especially this time of year. But there are some ways that you can try to relieve some of those symptoms. And I'm here with Dr. Lexi Matthews at FM Acupuncture. And acupuncture is actually just one of those ways that you can treat it. And so how does acupuncture treat allergies? How does that work?
So it helps your body reduce inflammation and then lower your histamine response, which I know all those antihistamines people are taking, your body can do that naturally. So we're just kind of helping the process along.
And so after you get done with your acupuncture treatment, is it a noticeable difference right away? And how long does that last usually?
So if someone has a lot of sinus pressure, we can reduce that right away. And then that usually lasts, anywhere from 48 hours to 7 days. Some people come in once a week for 3 weeks, and then they're good. They're good for the season.
Wow. So pretty quick turnaround. And I bet a lot of people get the question, does it hurt? But it really doesn't, and we're going to prove that right now because it really is just a small needle.
Yeah, it's really small. It's about the quarter of a size of a sewing needle. It only goes in maybe a quarter of a centimeter, maybe half. So it's not too bad. And it feels like a mosquito bite. So it's really not scary.
Okay, let's go ahead and do it. And I think people should know I'm not a big fan of needles, but it is really quick. You really don't feel it. And then you just lay down for about 25 minutes, you said?
Take a nap.
And you're good to go after that.
Yep. We put a heat lamp on your toes and there's nice calming music and you just fall asleep.
And so this is just one way, and it's in it, I don't even feel it. And so this is just one way that you can treat allergies. I know they are so tough to deal with, especially during this season.
Good stuff. Abby Furchner reporting live for us this morning. Thank you. Let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. Today's question, 7 out of 10 women say they feel guilty if they do this in the morning. The answer? Leave dirty dishes in the sink. No time to do dishes before work. You can play along by heading to our Valley News Live Facebook page.
Well, today we are starting off with some really great weather. We're looking at some sunshine mixed in with some clouds this morning, and we'll end up back in the 70s for your highs today. So looking good and feeling good to start off your work week this week.
The Today Show and CBS This Morning are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on. We have more live up-to-the-minute news and weather for you right now on the Fargo CW.